Hey friends, welcome back to the shop here at Shasta Ukuleles. My name is Dan Daniels. It is May 13th, and this is going to be a quick little instructional video on how to install strap buttons on your ukulele or your guitar or your dulcimer or whatever. We have customers, probably 50%, who don't want strap buttons put on their ukulele, and they use a strap that fastens this way to the sound hole of their ukulele, so they don't have to put anything in. Or some will want a single strap button here, and then they'll tie on up here. We usually put a strap button at the butt and a strap button at the heel. So I'm going to take this number 259, this beautiful instrument that is still for sale, solid black walnut. Look at that wood. It is, I'm just amazed that this ukulele is still available. It is so beautiful. It sounds so wonderful and plays so nicely. Number 259, all black walnut, and this has the Goto tuners on it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to install two strap buttons on this one. I've chosen black strap buttons to coordinate with the black buttons on the tuning machines. And so let's get started. You're going to start out with a 5/64 drill bit, all right? 5/64, which is a tad smaller than the screw itself, all right? So that's the first step, is you get that drill bit and you put it into your drill, 5/64. And then what we like to do, and I really recommend this, is we measure the length of the screw up against the drill bit, and we don't need to go any deeper than that, right? So then you find your spot on your drill bit, which is right there, and you take a piece of tape and you just tape around that drill bit. And that way, when you get to the end and that tape is touching the wood, you know that that's when you want to stop drilling. That's deep enough. That's all the further you need to go. So you get a 5/64 inch drill bit, put it into your drill, wrap a piece of tape around it, the length of the screw, the end of the screw that is going to go into the instrument. And then carefully, you find the middle seam. Now, on a lot of our instruments, we have a spline that goes here, accent wood. On this instrument, we don't. I just book matched the butt joint like that, which is absolutely gorgeous. I truly cannot believe this instrument is still available, but it is. So then you take your drill bit. Pardon me, I have to get one more tool. Now this is a fancy measuring scale that has a center finder on it. You don't need that, but that's what we use. You come to your joint here and you find the center of that, and you can do that with any type of a tape measure, any type of a ruler, anything you want. And I see my center, and I'm going to place my drill bit on that seam at the center point, just like that, all right? And I'm going to hold it as straight as I possibly can, and I'm going to drill down to where the tape is. Let's see if I can get a better visual of that. There we go. I'm going to drill down to where the tape is. I'm going to stop, reverse the drill motor, back the drill out, and your hole is done. It's really simple. It's not scary. It's not, and it is right there. It's not dangerous. It's just all a part of being a musician and making changes to your instrument. Then what we do, and I highly recommend this, is you take a piece of wax, piece of beeswax, and you take your screw and you run the beeswax over that screw, and you fill up those threads. You see that? See that beeswax in there? Now what that's going to do is that's going to allow you easier access as you're screwing. This is a Phillips head screwdriver, a good size one, not a tiny one. You put that screw, put the screw tip into the hole that you've drilled, and then you just start. And with that beeswax on there, it goes really easy. I'm not struggling with this at all. It just goes right in. A 5/64 inch drill bit, drilled to the depth of the screw that is on the remainder of the screw that's after the strap button. Drill the hole down to the tape and put beeswax or some sort of paraffin or something around that the threads of the screw. It's a wood screw. Get yourself a good Phillips head screwdriver that matches the screw itself. Some of the beeswax will push out, and there you go. Easy peasy. That's the butt joint strap button. Now, the second one is just as easy, but it may be a little scary for some. And it's really critical that you only go the depth of your tape. You don't want to go any deeper on this one because you'll be drilling right through the heel of your neck. So where we put our strap buttons, this is the floor side, okay? Got that? Ceiling, floor. So the floor side of your neck heel. Look at that beautiful wood. Oh, this thing just sounds wonderful too. I love this instrument. Somebody needs to buy this. You put your strap button right about in there, where the most meat on your neck heel is. Okay, understand that? The thickest part of your neck heel, not way down here, but further up. That's about an inch and a half up, maybe, well, an inch and a half. Inch and a half up from the heel end, from here, inch and a half up on the floor side of the heel. Remember, ceiling side, floor side, on the floor side of the heel. And then you choose a point where you want to put your strap button and you set your drill at an angle. Find your point where you want to start your drill. And another trick you can do, if it worries you, is you can take your screw and you can find that point that you're going to drill the hole, right? Let's say it's right there. And then, pardon me, take a small hammer, just follow me here, set your screw where you want the drill to be, place the screw tip onto the heel where you want to make your drill, where you want to make your hole, and just give it a tap. That's all it is, just a tap. And what that does is it gives you a place for that drill bit to grab a hold of. Could come in handy. You may not need it if you're a steady-handed person, but it could come in real handy when you're drilling. So now, kind of put this little pilot hole here. We're going to take our 5/64 inch drill with tape on it, that is the remainder of the screw after the strap button. I know I'm being very redundant, but redundancy is good for me. So we've got the strap button, screw through the strap button, and then the tape at the distance. Wish I could get a better visual of that. Then you take your drill on the floor side of the neck heel, set it in that little hole that you just made, that little dent that you just made with the screw, set it at an angle, and do not drill any further than the tape. So you set that at an angle that you're comfortable with, and you begin to drill. Oops, there we go. Drill down to where the tape is, reverse the drill bit. Okay, so there's the hole for the strap button on the floor side of the neck heel, ceiling side, floor side. Same drill. Take your screw, rub it over the beeswax or paraffin or something. Don't use a liquid, don't use a spray, use something organic and something good. Go ahead and put that screw through. You've got a lot of good wax on that screw thread. Put the screw head or the screw thread into the hole. Get your Phillips head screwdriver. And begin screwing the screw into the heel block. Now there is another option for you. That is to use a screw motor like this, a drill motor like this, which if you do, you'd want to put your clutch all the way down so that you don't do any damage at all. And then you can start using the drill motor to go ahead and put that in. It goes really quick. That's why I don't like it. I'm not a quick type of guy. I prefer just taking the screwdriver and just screwing the screw in with the beeswax or paraffin or whatever. And there you go, and you're done. Not even 15 minutes. There's your heel block strap pin. There's your butt strap pin on Ukulele 259, which is currently for sale, totally black walnut all the way around, and this is all reclaimed wood. This tree would have ended up in a landfill or a burn pile if it hadn't been for us rescuing this wood and making it into an amazing, amazing ukulele. So that's it. It's really, really simple, nothing to be afraid of. If you follow my instructions with the tape on the drill and the 5/64 inch drill bit, the beeswax, a good block of wax is always handy to have around the house. For the musician, it's important that we know how to do things on our instruments. So this is a simple one, just installing the strap button, but it's still a good exercise. So that's it from the shop, Dan Daniels Shasta Ukuleles. I hope this little instructional video helps, and it may even intrigue somebody to look further into ukulele number 259, solid black walnut with Goto tuners. Sounds like this. Anyway, that's about it from here. Dan Daniels Shasta Ukuleles strap button installation. Ukulele 259 is available if anyone has a hankering to have an awesome solid black walnut with a beautiful maple rosette. Until next time, strap button installation, Dan Daniels Shasta Ukuleles. Until next time, Lord bless you all.